Executive Director over at the Girls Club on East 8th Street, and she is out with our art builds and made a space available to us that was incredible. So all of our bids were made there.
Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Hi. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so if folks can get in this area right here or closest to the edge of the sidewalk as possible.
Sorry. What's up?
We want to pull it away from
We're getting started.
We got to go. They should face this way. So they want to be
Just that if I were organizing it, I would have had the back to sign out, right? And then you've got a big banner over there that says "Pass the New York Outback." So that's I would have, for the press's sake, if they're taking. I'll be right back.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay, everyone, we're gonna get started. Please keep the sidewalk clear. Thank you. Love the noise. How is everyone today? Need a chair. 1 moment, logistics.
They're in the picture. You get past me and Mount Sinai.
Mike wants to flip us.
So that you get Mount Sinai in the background when they're taking pictures. And
We got this in the background. Let's go with this, and we're the grassroots.
But you don't have.
It's okay. It's all right. We're good.
We'll get both angles. Okay, everyone, make sure your pennies are out, your t-shirts are out. We want to see that red. We're going to try this again. How are we today? Come on, guys, a little bit more. I need to feel the energy. How are we today? Do we want health care for all? When do we want it? Amazing, but we're going to have to work on that as we go along, guys, because I'm going to need to hear a little bit more from you. So my name is Sarah Bachu. As our colleague Earl mentioned, I am part of the Lower East Side Girls Club in my day job, but what brings me here is being a part of DSA's healthcare working group and the amazing work that we've been doing over the last 2 years with our partners here to do this amazing bike ride and rally. We're here doing the bike ride and doing the rally because we want to bring visibility to this issue that so many of our elected officials are failing on and are not bringing universal health care to us. So we want to be visible today. So when I say, how are you, you're going to say, great! One more time, guys. How are you? Great. Okay, well, we're going to work on it. It's a little bit easier when I say, what do we want? Healthcare! When do we want it? Now! Okay, everyone knows the words when I do that. So let's keep working on that as we go. So I want to do some chants throughout this little introduction. So we'll keep going with that. But first we're going to have our first speaker. So as some of you know, we chose to start here at Beth Israel to really demand attention for the actions of Mount Sinai as they try to break down the ear and eye infirmary and to distribute those services. So I'm actually going to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Sharon McLennan-Weir. She is the Executive Director of the Center for Independence for the Disabled in New York, also known as Sydney. Dr. McLennan-Weir has more than 25 years of experience in academia, nonprofits, and disability advocacy. She previously served as the Director of Disability Services at Berkeley College and District Manager of the Harlem Office for the New York State Commission for the Blind. She earned a PhD degree in counseling psychology from Seton Hall, a master's degree from Hunter College in rehabilitation counseling, a U.S. Law and Methodology certificate from New York University, and a bachelor's degree in biology from Syracuse University. I believe Dr. McLennan-Weir is the most decorated academic among us, and we're very excited to have her be our first speaker, Dr. McLennan-Weir.
Yeah!
Hi, can you hear me?
No. Yeah, hold it down. Hold it
Hold
down.
this out.
Hold
Hi,
it
everybody.
down.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for having me here. And I'm here to talk about the need for equity for healthcare for everyone. I'm here to talk about people with disabilities, and I'm here to talk about people without disabilities. We all need good health care. We all want to take care of our minds and our bodies. We cannot separate them. They are together. And it's a shame what Mount Sinai is trying to do. I'm here to talk about the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary. I want you guys to know that we have many, many New Yorkers who are dealing with vision and hearing loss, seniors, young children, young adults, older adults, who need comprehensive vision and hearing services. It is abominable what Mount Sinai is trying to do by closing this historic facility. We need to advocate. We need to make sure that this institution, who have worked to save many, many people that have vision loss and hearing loss, we need to ensure that the services are still in this community for many New Yorkers who want to come here. We need to know that healthcare is universal for everyone. Why can't we have that in New York? Governor Hochul, hear us. Hear us. We want healthcare now. We want healthcare now. We want healthcare now. It affects all people. May you be black or white. May you be rich or poor. May you be gay or straight. May you be Christian or Jew. We want all healthcare now. People, wake up. Advocate. If they take away your healthcare, they're going to take away other rights. It is so important, especially for women. We talk about reproductive rights. I won't get into that right now, but that is also on the line. We talk about health care for every single person. And it's important to know that this is not just about people with vision and hearing loss. This is about every New Yorker who needs to get good health care. So please, let's ride today. Let's go and cheer and keep talking and keep advocating because it matters for all. Thank you so much and have a great ride.
Thank you, Dr. Sharon. And as Dr. Sharon reminded us, we need to be heard. We need to be seen today. So we're going to do a little chant in a moment, but first we're going to have another esteemed colleague speak. This is Mike Schweinsberg. He is the president of the 504 Democratic Club. It's the nation's first and largest Democratic club focused on the civil rights of people with disabilities. If you don't know him, he is a community leader here in this neighborhood, and he is also the president of the 8BCD Block Association, vice president of the Carmen Pavone Garden, a beautiful garden everyone should visit, and a community partner for the NCOs of the 9th Precinct, and a monthly overnight volunteer for the local homeless shelter. He will be reading from a letter which will be sent to the governor and the commissioner of health. After he reads it, a small delegation will be walking over to deliver it to Mount Sinai. Somali.
Good morning. I'm going to read to you from this letter that was. I am speaking into the mic. Okay.
Project into it as well.
Thank you. This letter has been signed by all the downtown elected officials, as well as elected officials at 504 recruited from all over the city. And those numbers are growing. We are getting more and more support to stop the closure of New York Eye and Ear. So the letter reads, we write regarding the proposal to merge the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary and Mount Sinai Beth Israel. On February 9th, the Public Health and Health Planning Council voted 11-6 in favor of the proposal and advanced it to your office without a formal recommendation. To our knowledge, this is the first time in over a decade that there was insufficient support on the PHHPC to formally recommend approval on a certificate of need request. That was a major victory for us. Some members of the PHHPC cited concerns including Mount Sinai's unclear plans for the facility following the merger, their insufficient community outreach, and the vocal opposition from members of the community and health professionals who work at the facility. Since 1820, New York Eye and Ear Infirmary has provided indispensable and high-quality eye, ear, nose, and throat care for working people, union families, retirees, immigrants, and other underserved and vulnerable communities in Lower Manhattan and the surrounding area. New York Eye and Ear Infirmary serves tens of thousands of patients annually, and its location in the heart of our community and the mix of services at a single site make these services more easily accessible to New Yorkers who rely on them, many of whom face physical disabilities with courage and resilience. On February 1st, local legislators wrote a letter to Mount Sinai CEO Ken Davis where we outlined our concerns with the merger request and asked for a pause and a real community conversation. As the matter now rests at your desk, we request a meeting to discuss this matter prior to any decisions on the issue. It is imperative that the community and their elected representatives have a voice in the future of crucial healthcare services. Let me tell you, this letter was dated March 3rd. We have yet to hear from them. Hence, we're going over to hand it to them now and say, it's time for our meeting. Come to the community, see what the community needs. Let me just give one final advisory, and why I asked Sarah to mention my local credentials. This is not just a disability concern. It's a tragedy for people who are blind or have vision loss, people who are deaf or have hearing loss, the deaf, blind community, and the deaf. Yes, it's awful. But you know, as you get older, your vision begins to decrease, your hearing. We have along avenues A and D 38% higher population of seniors with disabilities than anywhere else in New York City. And when you add the adjoining blocks, it's 44% higher than anywhere else in New York City. And this is where they want to take healthcare from? We can't do it. I hope some of you will join us as we go across the street to deliver this letter now.
Can I see the letter, please?
Thank you,
Thank you to Mike and his colleagues from the 504 Democratic Club. It is so important that we center disability rights and disability justice.
That's the only one you have? Yeah, the
so as
other
you
side?
might have seen on many of the pennies, we want to call out all of the movements that are part of this movement. So thank you, Mike, and thank you, Dr. Sharon, for speaking to this local issue and the organizing that's happening here in the
Independent on prayer. I'm on Twitter.
a couple blocks away, technically not East Village right now. We're really excited to partner with you in this fight. We're going to do one chant, okay? If you know it, you can jump in. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right.
Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right.
Fight, fight, fight.
Healthcare is a human right.
Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right.
Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right.
Okay, we're gonna get the cane from Earl in a second because we need to get going. So I want to introduce our next speaker. We have Sergio Solano from the New York City Food Delivery Workers Movement. Bienvenido, Sergio Solano. We welcome Sergio and recognize the work he and his colleagues have been doing for us as New Yorkers in their movement. Sergio understands the importance of collective action and joins us today representing over 60,000 food delivery workers. They are a vital part of our city, and along with other gig workers like Uber drivers, they number in the hundreds of thousands. They do not have employer-based insurance, and because of high premiums, often do not have insurance or are underinsured. So please give a big, warm welcome to Sergio. Bienvenido, Sergio. He's doing so much.
Thank you. All right. Hello, everyone. So we are happy to support this fight. This fight is for everyone. My name is Sergio Solano. I'm the part of the New York City Food Delivery Movement. somos parte de los repartidores de comida, so we are part of the food delivery movement in the city. We come support the city in the pandemic. We come to support the city in the every single day, rain, snow, hot, or whatever the weather. But we stay in the city. We're working. The only thing we want is we want better health for everyone. We don't have insurance every single day. With so many accidents, the cyclists, the drivers, bicycle drivers. So that's why we are here today. This is like our second year support this fight. Because this fight is for everyone. So we are happy to come with you guys, and thank you for inviting us. So thank you everyone for support the New York City Food Delivery movement, and thank you to support the immigrants. So thank you guys. So thank you.
Gracias a Sergio y las deliveristas. Okay, we have to do a chant in honor of our compañeros. Everyone knows the people united will never be defeated, yes? Okay, we're going to do it en español. Al pueblo unido.
Jamás será vencido.
Al pueblo unido. Jamás será vencido. Al pueblo unido. Jamás será vencido. Al pueblo united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Amazing. Okay, I know Earl is giving me the love. We have one last speaker. This speaker, Peter Pacheco, is a registered nurse and a delegate in the New York Nurses Association. For those of you who don't know, the nurses are leading this fight right now. The nurses are on the front lines of the pandemic. They were on the front lines every day serving the folks who need health care, the most vulnerable folks in our public hospital system, H&H. And so we are really excited to bring up Peter to talk a little bit more about the dynamic that's going on with the unions and the fight that the nurses are taking on. So thank you so much for your support. Peter, where you go? Oh, amazing. Here's Peter.
Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride, right? New York, nice for-profit healthcare you have here. It would be a shame if something happened to it, and it will happen. So my name is Peter Pacheco. I'm originally from Denmark. That's where I got my education as a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for 34 years. I worked in Denmark as a nurse in the nationalized healthcare system, and when I came to New York and started working as a nurse here, I worked for Health and Hospital, which is the public hospital system of New York. Health and hospitals take care of everybody, regardless of ability to pay, regardless of immigration status, and it is the closest that New York comes to a universal healthcare system. But right now, the survival of the public hospitals hang in the balance. We are in the middle of a contract fight. We have a wage gap of $20,000, close to $20,000 a year between us and the private facilities. That cannot stand. We are losing experienced nurses at an alarming rate every day. Some facilities work with up to 80% agency nurses. That's not going to work. That's going to be the end of Health and Hospital if this continues. The fight for the New York Health Act and for our contract are intimately linked because the survival of the public hospital system ultimately depends on ending for-profit health care in New York, which we will do together. It's going to be a big fight, an epic battle. We're going to be up against politicians who are bought, corrupt union leaders that is selling out their members and giving away their members' power because they insist on tying healthcare to their employment. 30 years ago, nurses from my union, New York State Nurses Association, introduced the idea of single payer to Senator Gottfried. And we've been working on it since, and we are not going anywhere until it is done. They might have all the money, but we have something better. We have each other. And we are many, they are few. So, what you need to do after this bike ride, and think about that as you're riding along, you need to get one more person to join us. You need to educate them, because that's ultimately what we have to do. We have to educate each other. And once that is done, we will get New York Health Act enacted. Dolphins. So if a dolphin is injured
Let me get back.
to the extent,
Hello. Let me get back.
sorry, I moved. If a dolphin is injured to the extent that it can't swim to the surface and breathe, the other dolphins will group under it and push it up to the surface, if necessary, for hours. That is what universal health care is. And that's what we're going to do. One more thing I have to ask you, because you have to help the New York State public nurses. We are fighting with our hands tied behind our back because of the Taylor law. We cannot legally strike, so we have to appeal to the public. You have to help us. On May 10, we are going to have a mass rally at Union Square at 11:30. I want you all to come.
What day is
Bring
this again, Peter?
May 10 at 11:30 Union Square. Help us. Let's go.
That's May 10th, 11:30 at Union Square. I hope we see everyone there. We're going to do one more chant, and then I'm going to turn it over to Daniel, and then we're heading out. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right. Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right.
Fight, fight, fight. Healthcare is a human right. Fight, fight, fight.
Healthcare is a human right. Okay, I know that we got some fighters here, but we want to be safe today. So I'm going to introduce Daniel, our marshal, to tell us how we're going to stay safe today on the bike ride and over up on the way to the Bronx.
Thank you. Hello. All right, we're going to keep it quick because we got to get somewhere. So we are going to, I'm going to ask everybody, well, all the marshals, raise your hands, make a little noise. We've got Robert back there, Len, Joe in the orange near Starbucks. All right, so we're going to try to stay in one lane of traffic. We're going to try to stay as a group. We're going to try to be safe and keep some distance between you and your friends. We're all here together, but we don't want to fall together. All right, so we're going to slowly walk our bikes out to the bus lane and line up going back towards East 16th Street. And then we're going to start rolling. And what else? We need some chant leaders, right? Do we have any designated chant leaders?
Who will volunteer?
Who's your chant leader here?
Necesitamos un voluntario. I need someone to step up and lead some chants. Earl's going to do one, but can someone else partner with Earl? Okay, Danilo is in. Earl, Danilo, like always. Okay. Please be visible, be heard, be seen. Let people feel the power today, okay? Woo! Okay, and stay safe.